The next presenters are a bunch of friends from the same generation, creative community found here in the ASF. They're Jorge, Camil, Raúl, Maldonado, and Moís, Cherem from Enova. And they have built a technology company that developed and grew into the public and private sector. They do a lot of stuff, and they're going to talk about it. But they're each in charge of a specific task. They've mastered the art of being a creative community and have been successful in doing so. So here to tell us more about their work is Jorge, Raúl, and Moís.
Hello, good evening. So I would like to begin talking about luck. And in the Renaissance, people believed that basically everything in life was determined by fortune, that you had no control whatsoever. But then Machiavelli said that about 50% of the things in life were things that we controlled, and about 50% were a matter of luck. And I actually believe that ratio is about right. So why am I talking to you about luck? Essentially, if you're sitting in this auditorium, you are a very lucky human being. Specifically, if you're Mexican, you are even luckier, and we're going to talk about that. So Machiavelli gave two metaphors for luck. He said that you could see it as a river that overfloods every now and then. And if you live right next to the river, you have two options. You can just wait for the river to overflow, or you can build a dam and make sure your house stays there. The other metaphor that he gives is that luck is like a woman. And he does this in very macho terms that we will not repeat here. However, he did get some things right. He said that luck preferred those who are young, who are audacious, and who are brave. And I think it's not a coincidence that in this room we have a lot of people who have those three attributes. So this is Iris. Iris was born blind. She was unlucky. We run schools, and at the time we didn't have a system to teach blind kids. Nonetheless, we had amazing people who found the software to make her learn, and who also learned on their own how to deal with blind kids. How did we create this? Through a system in which we found great talent, innovative tools, and a culture of innovation. Those are all virtues that we learned here at ASF. And essentially, if you're born in Mexico, those are your very slim chances of being extremely intelligent. That's how you compare to other countries like Korea. And additionally, if you live in Mexico, you have a 70% chance of not having access to the internet. So those are the two issues that we're trying to fix at Enova.
Oops. Hi. Sorry, this is my first. After 14 years, I'm very honored to be here. Thanks for receiving us. We started out 6 years ago, our company, 3 friends from school, a very rare encounter. We knew that we could work together because of the things that we did in this school. So I'm very thankful for that education and all the teachers that are here. So we went out and we became entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs. We wanted to change the state of the education in Mexico. So we started to redesign things.
Yeah.
So we wanted to think things through from the start. We wanted to come out and disrupt class. We wanted to change the way things were viewed, and that entailed working from a different approach. Many things in society now progress because of that different approach. That's innovation. So what we did was, okay, we're going to outsource things that the government does regularly, and we're going to control everything that we do. That was a very bold statement, and we knew that we were going to see a lot of things that weren't precisely accepted, but we wanted to fight those things. So we decided to create an ecosystem. That was our philosophy. We're not alone in this society. We have to work with others So we set up an ecosystem of government at the federal level, NGOs, and the private sector. Our philosophy was to become a platform where we could integrate content, integrate talent, integrate people from Mexico and from abroad. What we wanted to do was to rethink things from the elementary part, the components. We saw that a lot of public programs were fast-paced and they only included certain things. So we wanted to be ambitious and we wanted to come together and bring them together. So we designed the Learning and Innovation Network, ¿no? La RIA, Red de Innovación y Aprendizaje. It currently has 70 schools in the state of Mexico. And we also launched a new product called the Biblioteca Digital, digital libraries that encompass tablets and digital books and all that. So we went out and we developed the infrastructure, the connectivity, the content. We decided to approach things with a blended learning model where we have teachers and you have online information, you have online content. We brought this together well, you can see that as a blended learning model. And also we were very concerned with teacher training. There's more than 350 teachers currently being employed. The company, the overall organization has more than 600 people working together. We have more than 16,000 students at one single time. So there's a lot of logistics involved. Okay, well, thank you.
So my turn is to talk about impact, and as well to ask all of you, as Moís had said, to push this idea of luck and a culture of privilege to the kids that are going to govern all the companies and the governments of the future. And we are very lucky, in my particular case, for having such a fantastic group of partners and attending this school. We've got close to 125 centers. These are only the RIA type. We've got 431,000 users, and we've graduated more than 137,000 users. We're the only initiative in Latin America that we know of that has demonstrated a social impact and an educational impact in one of the biggest standardized tests, which is Enlace, an 8% increase in math and a 7% increase in reading. And this is only with less than 72 hours of coursing. What does that change for us? We allow everyone into our schools. The youngest user is 6 years old, the oldest user is 80. And what we want to give them is the technology and the tools to be successful in the modern life. Next one, please. So, to close the speech, we'd like to talk about social injustices. And if we see the next graph, please, you see that out of 100 people that enter primary school, only 3 would get a postgraduate and 10 will get a graduate degree, an undergrad degree. Why is this important? Someone that has a graduate degree in Mexico will make more or less 50 to 60 pesos per hour. Someone that does not graduate is in rezago educativo and will make between 4 and 6 pesos per hour. So I ask you, what the hell can you do with 4 to 6 pesos per hour? And that is the reality of our country. So it is up to the students that come out of this school to solve social problems. And the only way to solve social problems is if we work with the government, with the schools, with the social sector, and with the private companies. Next one, please. What do you think of when you think of a social injustice, of infringement of human rights? Something like this comes to mind. We believe, next slide please, that this is a social injustice. We want to truly push our company and inspire other people to make the access to high quality education and high quality digital tools a human right. And that's what we push for every single day that we get to work. Today we are at the brink of a social technological revolution. It is the first time in history that technology can respond to the specific needs of each user. Someone that learns by reading, someone that learns by video, someone that learns by reading can truly access the power of technology. But technology has to respond to human beings. And this is something we forget. We think that a website is enough to make a successful company. We have to remember that technology responds to human needs, and that technology by itself is not going to save the world. We said that about radio, we said that about television, and we've said that about the internet. So it is not technology by itself that will save the world, we will. So let's use this technology to make the world a better place. Thank you very much.